The NFL football season is about to get started, and today we're putting Madden to the test as we're going to see through one full season of Madden 24 franchise who Madden 24 predicts to be the Super Bowl champs and the NFL MVP for the 2023-2024 season. Comment down below and let me know who will be your MVP for this year and what will be your Super Bowl matchup, and let me know who's going to win it all in this upcoming season. And now let's sim through this season and see what Madden puts forth. So at this point, we are at the midway point of the regular season, and you see across the AFC, the Chiefs are unbeaten across the land, 7-0, number one seed, followed by the Ravens, the Titans having a heck of a year right now, the Raiders, the Dolphins, Bills, Texans. Look at the Texans making a play at 500 football right now. The Jets with their new QB, Aaron Rodgers, struggling, as is Justin Herbert. You got the Colts with their new QB, Jags struggling, and the Browns, Pats, and Broncos running it up there for the AFC as the Broncos, just keep rolling. For the NFC side of things, a mega surprise here. You see the Falcons 6-1. You see points against, they've only allowed 80 points thus far in the year. The Packers, Jordan Love doing his thing there with a 5-1 record. You have the Cowboys at 5-1, the Rams at 5-2, the Eagles at 5-2. Then you see all the rest kind of all muddled up here. The team's really struggling right now. It looks like we have a bunch of 2-5 squads from the NFC East. The Seahawks at 1-5, and the Lions surprisingly at 1-6 after a year we thought maybe they'd make a run. Checking in on some league leaders at the midway point, you got Patrick Mahomes leading the league in passing, almost 2,000 yards, followed by Tua, Hurts, and Lawrence for the top QBs there. Touchdown wise, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Desmond Ridder tied atop with 17. And while interceptions, Kyler Murray has thrown 13 picks on the year. And Anthony Richardson, this is actually a stat I would not be shocked to see. I'm a huge fan of Richardson. I think he's a tremendous talent, but I also think with the mechanics he has, he is prone to some INTs. We'll see how it pays out. Hopefully for you Colt fans, this will not be realistic. Rushing wise, Josh Jacobs atop the league, almost at 1,000 yards through 8 weeks with 972 yards. Second is Christian McCaffrey with 673, followed by Jonathan Taylor, who I don't think will be a Colt at this. I don't think he's going to touch the field until he gets traded. And Zeke over here, who is supposed to be with the Pats, but apparently on the Madden roster, they have him on the Cards. Whatever. Saquon and company, you see there. Looking at touchdown leaders for the running backs, Josh Jacobs dominating, has 10, followed by Austin Eckler with 9, and Damian Pierce, the second-year pro, with 8. Receiving wise, it's Keenan Allen with 550 receiving yards so far this year, followed by KJ Osborne, surprisingly getting way up there, and Thielen behind him, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett, and Zay Jones, all over 500 yards on the year. Receiving for the touchdown leaders, you have Mark Andrews tied in with 7 touchdowns, and Cedric Wilson Jr., the former Cowboy, now with the Dolphins, with 7 receiving touchdowns. They are tops across the league. Jefferson, Drake London, Traylon Burks, and McLaurin all following with 6. There you see your tackle leaders at this point for the defensive side of things. And for the big one here is sacks. You have Von Miller with the Bills, 8.5 sacks, and followed by Aaron Donald with 8. And you see all below. For the INT leaders at this point, it is Marlon Humphrey with 4 picks on the year for over 102 yards. Solid start to the year for him as well. Now let's go ahead and sim through the rest of the regular season and see how the landscape for the playoffs shakes out, as well as the league leaders and potential of award winners as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you see the NFL playoffs for 2023 going from the AFC to the NFC. You have your AFC number 1 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs, the 2 seed Baltimore, the 3 seed the Dolphins, 4 seed Titans, the 5 seed Raiders, 6 seed Bills, and the 7 seed your, of course, Cincinnati Bengals. Now moving over to the NFC, the Falcons, ladies and gentlemen, with Ridder and company, number 1 seed, followed by the Eagles at 2, San Fran at 3, you have Green Bay at 4, Dallas at 5, the Saints at 6, and you have the Panthers at 7. With that, you're looking at the actual standings here. The Chiefs went 16-1. The Falcons also, incredible, 13-4. The Ravens at 15-2. The AFC absolutely dominating. Looking at the rest of the league as we go through, hopefully your team was doing better than what maybe they're doing as well as you thought, maybe better, maybe worse. Comment below, let me know. But your Pats, the Patriots, Bill Belichick's Patriots, 4-13, will have the #1 pick in the next draft, apparently. Looking at the league leaders after the regular season, Patrick Mahomes, top passer, 4,600 yards passing, followed by Burrow, Prescott, Kenny Pickett, and Tua, and Allen, and Lawrence as well. Top touchdown thrower on the year, Tua, with 40 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Incredible numbers there from Tua, followed by Mahomes, Dak, Ritter, and Lamar. Top pick thrower in the league, Anthony Richardson, threw 25 touchdowns and 23 INTs. Russell Wilson broke in at 500 with 19 respectively of each. CJ Stroud, the rookie, with 17. Oh man, some high INT numbers from some of these quarterbacks. Good lord. Top running back, not a surprise, it's Josh Jacobs, over 2,100 yards on the ground. Nobody else close. Next was Henry with 1,500 yards. Then you had Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and Bijan Robinson, the rookie. A big part of that offense out there for the #1 seed Falcons out of the NFC. Touchdown leader was Josh Jacobs, 22 tutties on the ground for Josh Jacobs out of Bama, the 5-year pro. Incredible season there. Swift was, you had Pierce, with 17, and Swift with 14. Top receiver, Jamar Chase, and it was close between him, Kupp, and Tyreek Hill, all within about 5 yards of each other for top receiver in terms of total receiving yards. And the top touchdown machine through the air was Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry with 16 receiving touchdowns, tied with Cedric Wilson Jr. in a huge breakout year in his 6th year. Great to see him do that. Defensively, your top tackler for the Jets is CJ Mosley, 158 tackles. Your tackle for a loss leader is Aiden Hutchinson, the 2nd-year pro out of Michigan, 22 tackles for a loss, followed by Danielle Hunter with 21. Top sack leader was Aaron Donald, not surprised, tied there with Von Miller, 15.5 sacks each. Then you had Matthew Judon with 15, Micah Parsons with 14.5. And your INT leader, you had Shaquille Leonard for the Colts, helping that defense out with 8 INTs on the season. Second was Marlon Humphrey and JC Horn. Taking a look at the wild card playoff matchups, you see you had the 7-seed Bengals upset Lamar and company 38-23. The Bills take down the Dolphins. That's another lower seed upset. And then you had the Raiders take down the Titans. For the NFC, it was the 2-seed Eagles who prevail over the Panthers. The 6-seed Saints 31-17 over the Niners, and the Cowboys 35-21, getting a revenge game finally over the Green Bay Packers to move on, take on the Eagles. Now in the divisional round, the Chiefs prevail over the Bengals 37-31 in a shootout there to move on to the AFC Championship to take on the Bills, who win 20-17 over the Raiders. For the NFC, it was the Falcons who prevail in a blowout win 38-13 over the Saints, and the Eagles take down Dak and the Cowboys 21-17 to move on to their 2nd straight NFC Championship. And in your AFC Championship, the Bills take down Mahomes 27-17 as Josh Allen will head to the Super Bowl to take on the Eagles. Back-to-back years in the Super Bowl, taking down the Falcons 28-25. Hurts and company trying to win a Super Bowl, taking on the Bills. And it is time for your yearly award winners, and Lamar Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, wins the MVP in this season. He went 15-2, followed by Tua, Mahomes, Hurts, and Dak for the top 5. Coach of the year is Arthur Smith for the Falcons. No surprise there after an incredible season, 13-4. Is coach of the year in the NFL. For your AFC side of things, you look at your offensive player of the year, Josh Jacobs, not a surprise there. Defensive player of the year, Shaquille Leonard with the Colts. You have offensive rookie of the year is Josh Downs for the Colts. And defensive rookie of the year is Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots. For the NFC, Jalen Hurts was your offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive rookie of the year is Bijan Robinson, the phenomenal rookie running back for the Falcons. And defensive player rookie of the year was Byron Young for the Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are from Allegiant Stadium. It is time for the Super Bowl as we get ready for the Eagles taking on the Bills, who will be the Super Bowl champion according to Madden 24's prediction. Going through this game in Super Sim, we're going to see which team outlasts the other. And early on, the defense is looking good. The Philly takes the early lead 7-0. Now 14-0 here in the second quarter. It is all Philly, 21-0 as we get ready to almost go to the locker room. Good Lord. Philly is decimating the Bills. They have no hope of stopping Jalen Hurts and company. It is going to be a rout here at the Super Bowl as Philly will take down Buffalo. It's a massive 38-7 win. Philly gets that Super Bowl ring with Jalen Hurts here. They were here last year, couldn't get it done. Now they do. Philadelphia reigns supreme according to Madden 24's NFL season predictions for 2023-2024. They prevail, and they say the Eagles will win it all, and they say that Lamar Jackson will be the NFL MVP for this year. But I want to know who you're picking to win it all and who your MVP will be. Comment it all down below and keep it tuned here for more. But y'all stay safe, enjoy the NFL season about to get ready to kick off, and let's have some fun.